Happy Homebrew Wednesday, everybody. S.J. Poor here, Little Face Brewing, Kentucky. Doing my very first brew day in Kentucky, and my nerves are off the hook. As you can see, I'm set up here on the pickup, on the back of my truck. I'm doing it Lermo 22 style, 2-2. So I'm going to be putting my HLT basically up on top of the tailgate, which is, that works out nice because that burner sits higher than the mash tun. So I don't have to move hot water. So I'll put that up there, get it going, get my grains crushed, start getting some water heated up, and yeah, get this brew day underway, shall we? Let's see where we're at here. In fact, we'll do that for a minute. I'm going to set you right there. Yeah, things kind of went fast and furious here for a couple minutes. It didn't take me near as long as I thought it would take to get my strike water up to temp. But I did. So now So now I'm going to heat up the sparge water, and let's check the temperature in here. 150, a little higher. We're at 154, which is perfect. Oh, you betcha I brought the old Marlboro fleece. You betcha I did. Now, we're going to hold that temperature for an hour. And I'm going to heat this up to about, I'll probably heat it up to like 180, maybe close to 190. And then just shut it off, because it'll be ready then for my sparge, which awesomeness. So now I need to dig through some stuff and try and find, like, I need to find my hose to hook up to the other side of the hydro. I'm going to bring the hose up so that I have water up here ready, and get my hops situated. They're all sitting back there, and turn the TV on. Sit a spell. This went a lot faster than what I thought it would, but that's good. Nothing wrong with that at all. Not a dang thing wrong with that, I tell you what. It's a beautiful day here in Kentucky. It's absolutely beautiful out. Here I am, February whatever, and I'm sitting outside in a t-shirt. Sun's out. It's beautiful. Yeah, so I got probably 15 minutes left in the mash, something of that nature. So let's talk about Kentucky Commons. Never even heard of this recipe until I think right before I came out here. I did talk to some folks, and I found a recipe on Brewfather that I decided to use. So this is a Kentucky Common. I have a funny feeling that mine's going to end up being a little bit bigger than what this one is. Just because what I did was I took all the information from the sheet that I have here from Brewfather, and I plugged it into my Beersmith. And my Beersmith, I have that profile set up in my Beersmith, and it's usually pretty efficient. So anyways, Kentucky Common. This is 8 pounds 2 ounces of 6 row, 3 pounds 7 ounces of corn, flaked corn, 4 ounces of black malt, 500L, and 4 ounces of caramel 60. Hops in this is going to be 3/4 of an ounce of cluster for 60 minutes, 3/4 of an ounce of cluster for 15 minutes, and then at flame out, we'll throw in some Tetanang. And I'm not putting any adjustments in for water. I am going to see what this water does. I'm drinking the shit out of this water, out of our fridge. And it tastes really good. So I'm curious to see what beers it's going to make. My hope is it's going to make this Kentucky Common taste really good. So that's where we're at with this one. It's going to be about 14 SRM. This is saying that it's going to be 5.4%, but I think I'm going to be over 6. We'll see. I'm mashing I mashed in at 154, so I'm a little bit high, but I'm okay with that because I'll lose temperature and I should be dead on, 152, probably a little under 152 till it's said and done. Yeah, man. It's going good. Are you back in? It's actually running pretty clear right now. Not bad at all. So what I'll start doing here shortly is going ahead and run the sparge water in. We're going to do a fly sparge. That way you can get a good look at it. It smells good. So let's start adding some water. So what we're going to try and do is match what's going out and coming in. Right about there. There we go. And what I'm going to do is I'm still going to circulate these out until I get about this much water laying on top of the grain bed where it's just water. And then we'll start gathering the wort. Got all my wort gathered. There's probably about 7 gallons in there, which is right about where I want it. Heating it up, getting it ready for a boil. That is a really pretty red. Just a little off, like not really brown. I wouldn't say brown, I'd say red. Straight up red. Just super nice. Super nice. So I'm at about 184 right now. I'm cleaning out my mash tun. And yeah, get the rest of this stuff cleaned up so this part of it's clean. Cool thing about the fence post over here is I'm just hanging my stuff off of it to dry. That worked out pretty well. All right, well, we'll check back once we get into the boil. Okay, we're at that sweet spot right now. I don't want to boil over. Back her off just a little bit. Keep that boil going. Because what I forgot to get was my firm tap. I gotta find it. I don't know where I put it. But so this is totally old school. I think that's pretty good. Okay. In goes the 3/4 ounce of cluster. Woo. Back him down just a little bit more. Alrighty. This is the exciting part of brewing. Although I will have to give myself credit. Mash tun's all clean, almost dry. I'll be able to put that stuff away and no issue, no issues. First beer of the day, and it is, I forget. I don't mind old school brewing. That works out pretty good. We'll see how the chilling goes. All right. So chiller's in. Back up to a boil. Put the 15-minute addition in. So I've got 15 minutes. Then it's flame out. Then I put in a half an ounce of tetanane at flame out. So yeah, this has been a great brew day. Weather's been awesome. There's not a complaint. Cross our fingers that it stays this way to the end, right? It should. You know, the jaded chiller, again, I've said this 1,000 times. If I've said it once, I've said it 1,000,000 times. Best chiller on the market. No time at all. I'm down to pitching temperature. So we'll check back once I'm in fermenter and hooked up over here, and we'll have a wrap. We're going to wrap this up. Brew day went really well. Right now, I actually chilled it down probably a little bit too far. It's at 58 degrees. I have a Brewbill glycol chiller over there, and right now what you hear running in the background is it chilling down the reservoir. So that'll probably run for a little while until it gets down to where it wants to be. The pump, everything runs. It circulated stuff through the system. It's cool. So I have a glycol chiller, and I have a heat wrap on the fermenter, both. So hopefully the heat will keep it up a little bit, and the chiller will keep it from getting too hot. So was a good brew day. I'm going into Beersmith now, and I'm updating my numbers. So I went about 5.5 gallons, maybe a little more than that, in fermenter. And my reading is 1052. So give her a spin. So yeah, it's easy 1052. I can see 1050 over the bubbles. So pretty good, nice looking color. Smells really malty. Oh, that's going to be nice. That's going to be really nice. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. There's only a little bit of bitterness there. It's not supposed to be this isn't an IPA or anything like that. So it's not supposed to be this crazy bitter beer. So off of the Brewfather, the target on this was 1052. So according to this, I nailed my numbers spot on. However, when I imported all of this into my Beersmith, it really jumped it up. So, my Beersmith was saying it should have been 1061. Well, it's not. It's 1052. Let me click save, just make sure it stays where it's at. And I'll be honest with you, I'm glad that it's not 1061. I don't want this to be a big giant beer. I want this to be what it's supposed to be, a Kentucky Common, a easy drinking, sessionable beer. So at 1052, I am stoked. That is right where I want it to be. The color's great. Brew day went really well. Yeah, I couldn't be happier right now. So it is 6:19, so I didn't really get started till well after noon. Well, the wife, excuse me, was I even mashing when she left? I don't know that I was even mashing in when she left. So I want to say 4 to 5 hour brew day from start to finish. Not bad. Not bad at all. So now what I need to do is have a couple more of those. I need to, I have 2 meads that I might do tomorrow because I'm still not back to work yet. I'll be back to work. Well, I work one day this week, which is Wednesday. I might try to get another brew day in and just throw it in one of those fermenters over there into the 5 gallon batches. I don't want to. I'd have to do a double batch in order to go into the big fermenter. So I don't want to quite do that, but we'll see. I have plenty of fermenters that I can do 5 gallon batches. And I can do a bunch of 5 gallon batches. That's no big deal. I've got taps to fill. That's my deal right now is I need to get taps filled up. So there you have it. First brew day in Kentucky. First of many is my hope. Far out. I hope the rest of my brew days go as smoothly as this one did. It actually went really well, thankfully. This one will be done in like 2 weeks. It's a quick turn beer, so I should be able to get that on. So my initial setup is 3 taps. The Kentucky Common will be 1. I should do a pale ale or an IPA for 1. And I'm thinking maybe, do I want to put a porter on? We'll see. I'll do an IPA. Well, I could do the Spruce Tip. I could do the Spruce Tip IPA. But I actually want to wait for that one. We'll see. I can do a Marvel blend and see how I have a couple pounds of my hops that I brought in. So I might do that next. Go get myself some 2-row, pull up my Marvel blend recipe, and go from there. Anyways, I'm just rambling on right now. Let me get going. I took enough of your time. This is S.J. Porter, Little Face Brewing. Enjoy the fruits of your labor, folks. Brew beer. Brew wonderful beer. Cheers.